I have a message for the chosen ones, the 144,000, all the star seeds, all the light workers, anybody who's into spirituality. I have a message for all of you right now. It's time to ascend. It's time to take it to the next level. Haven't you noticed this narrative changing? Haven't you seen the Matrix retaliating over and over again? How long are we going to operate at this level before we finally claim our power back? Now, this means taking back all mystical practices. This means reuniting with the land and growing our own food. Very simple concepts such as water, air, right? The food that you're eating on a daily basis, all of these things need to be accounted for, right? Because the more that we are susceptible to this matrix food, to the matrix air, to the matrix agenda, all of this is going to be serving that. Now it's time to serve you. Not you, the ego, the lower self. I'm talking about serving the infinite self, right? This is all about the infinite cup. You know what I'm talking about here. That part of yourself that is so expansive that your brain can't even comprehend it. Now, when was the last time that you were caught, right, in that level of yourself, in the Almighty, when you're connected to the higher self, when you're connected to Yeshua, right, Jesus? You see what I mean? Krishna, Buddha, that energy, the ascended masters, right? All of these traditions, all of these people have paved the way for us to create higher consciousness right here on planet Earth. And why are we suffering still? Why are we subject to this matrix narrative and whatever they're going to throw at us next? Why are we just continuing to play along with that game? Why don't we invent our own game, right? That's what I'm doing here. It's called New Earth. It's called living sustainably. It's called growing food, being mindful, talking story, enjoying the family, enjoying your friends, loved ones, community, growing food, sharing food, all of these things, right? Trading. These very simple concepts all of us used to use just 50, 75 years ago, and yet that's how powerful this program is as far as taking over the minds of every sentient being that is stuck right now. I know you felt it. Because you're spiritually awakened, because you've seen beyond this illusion, you're sensitive to this level of fear. And you know exactly what these people are doing. They're suffering more than ever right now. Now, because you feel this collective energy, because you feel so much fear and all of that, what are you going to do about it? We can't hide anymore. We can't be depressed or overwhelmed. We have to take all of that energy and use it as fuel to create and manifest higher consciousness in the form of New Earth right now in 2022. You see what happened in 2020 was no accident, right? All of these things are going to continue to happen if we don't affirm a new reality. Now, New Earth can look like whatever it wants to be in your mind's eye. It doesn't have to be this, crazy guy like me living off grid and building your own home. You don't have to do anything like that. What you do have to do is think about the things in your life that are going to be more sustainable. Think about that matrix dependency in your life right now. Is an attachment with a relationship? Is an attachment with a food that is no longer serving you? Is it a job, right, that you know that you can let go of and do better, but you're just so scared because you don't know what's going to happen next? You see, I'm here to tell you right now that the energy is here in your favor for the very first time in a very long time, right? So think about this ebb and flow and how the darkness has been controlling everything with the last few years. Now is your chance to get rid of that darkness and ascend to the fifth dimension right now. You've tasted it. You felt it. You know what it's like. However, now it's time to go all in. Those distractions that were keeping you in the matrix paradigm, that were keeping you in that lower vibration, are not going to serve you any longer. So whatever it is, know that it had to serve you in the past, and it's okay. There's no guilt. There's no shame. It's all unconditional love from here. Just know that moving forward, you will not be able to ascend to the level that you want with those old matrix habits. Now, whatever it is, understand that that was there to create and dislodge you from your spiritual path. So all you have to do is rekindle that flame. These ascended masters are always here guiding us 24/7 behind the scenes. I know life gets overwhelming, and I know things, especially right now, are more vulnerable than they ever have been. That doesn't mean we have to let the matrix win or let that narrative take over. Now is your chance. Let me know if any of this resonates with you. Type it in. I'm all in for 5D. Type it in the comments section if you're listening on the podcast. Jump over to my social media. I'm all in for 5D. as many souls that are anchoring to this level. You see, when you set that intention right now, what you're doing is you're telling your higher self that you're ready. You're telling the guides and the angels that you're ready. You're letting everybody know that you are ready. Therefore, an opportunity will present itself to you. You don't have to create this. You don't have to put any effort in whatsoever. All you have to do is focus on the energy. Now, you know what I'm talking about here. This is not a game. This is an actual manifested technique that you can use right now to create new earth and get out of those matrix detachments. And it doesn't matter where it is or what it is. I'm telling you right now, as long as there is one, if there is still one little thing that is keeping you attached to that matrix paradigm, then we are all going to stay in 3D. We will not be able to make it to 5D. You see, and this is just the beginning. By the way, remember, you're multidimensional. We are now currently ascending from 3 to 5, but this does not stop. As long as you have this meat suit, as long as you have a physical form, you're going to be experiencing this karma, and you're going to be experiencing a lot of this. So why not start embracing all of those things and recognize that those things had to happen so you can wake up? Now we can enter what we call a higher vibration, which is right above gratitude. You see, now that you're grateful for all of these actions, no matter how traumatic they were in your life, now you can rise above them. You see, that's where the breakthrough happens. So keep going. I know it's difficult. I know there's been a lot of roadblocks, a lot of uncomfortable moments, right? Especially within the past few years. Keep going. Trust the angels. Trust the guides. Trust this mysticism that is operating and acting 24/7 behind the scenes. All of these ascended masters are here. Remember, they paved the way for us. So whatever technique that you're doing right now, if you feel like it's not working, if you feel like you can't ground, you can't meditate, do something new. You see, we can't do the old thing and expect different results, even if your mind is justifying it because it's some spiritual practice and you need to do this mantra or you need to do this, certain smoothie or this certain cleanse. All of these things need to be adapted to this new 5D density. You see, the things that we were doing in the past may have worked. However, those are the rules to the old game, and we are playing at a completely different level. Therefore, you have to do completely new things. And yes, you can be familiar with those old techniques and bring them with you throughout your life and share them. However, now is the time to go into that new energy. All of the angels have your back right now. All of the guides are here watching. The Ascended Masters are cheering us on. They know that we're winning. And this matrix game that they've been playing, all of this matrix energy that has been coming back and forth, you see, make no mistake that they are not nearly as powerful as you and I. So when we come together as the collective conscious and we really ascend to that fifth dimensional energy and start manifesting new earth and start manifesting what we truly want, that's when the matrix goes, what happened? I thought we had them in our control, you see? And it will always be like this. It'll always swing to the left and to the right. And make no mistake that we are winning. So everything that you've been doing in the last few years, despite all of the uncomfortableness, despite all of these confrontations, you see, we are still winning. And I don't mean to put an us versus them. Remember, I'm using all of this for terminology because this is a censored podcast. This is a censored video. If you want to get around the censorship, talk to me more on an intimate level, join other people who are already on the spiritual path, then you need to get on my inner circle group. You got to get on Signal to get around all of this censorship, get to the uncensored live streams, interviews, all of that good stuff, pre-release, artwork, downloads, all kinds of good stuff is available to you over in the inner circle group. Right, I'm now accepting new members. We would love to have you. In the link of this video, you will find a awesome way to connect with other people. Okay, I would love to see you there. Again, this is patreon.com/theinfinitecup. All right, until next time, guys, infinite love, infinite peace.